National women's volleyball team will also see action today in a battle for the bronze medal against Indonesia. And joining me right now to talk about that match is none other than Sports Desk Analyst, Coach Ronnie Magsanoc, Mr. All Around. Coach, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Maraming salamat, Coach. Okay, let's talk about the women's team first. Why has it been a struggle for the women's volleyball team to win in the SEA Games, Coach?
Struggle? I'd like to think that we have been so close to winning every game we have played so far. It just so happened yung closing out sets nagkakaproblema tayo. Against Vietnam, we had chances to win that match. In our next game, we also had chances to win that match. Thailand may have beaten us in 3 straight sets. Sinasabi ko meron tayong chance dahil yung last 2 sets, yun ang best 2 sets na ipinakita natin sa competition. So, in the game against Vietnam, close out lang. Pinapos tayo sa dulo. Dun sa Thailand, we were right there and we could have won sets 2 and sets 3, but it didn't happen for us. Yung sa Indonesia, I'm not trying to offer any excuses for the national players, pero alaman natin, while I was doing the game, na may iniinda si Alyssa. At wala siyang binanggit, no excuses. She tried to play through it, but you don't see Alyssa playing sparingly and then going back when the game was already almost done. So that's a huge handicap. But I expect our ladies, our national players, to have that quick 48-hour turnaround and make the most out of the only opportunity left. Because kahit na tinalaw tayo ng Indonesia, at kahit may iniinda si Alyssa, we were right there. Except in the third set na talagang bumigay na rin yung kumpiyansa. Pero kung titignan mo yung first 2 sets, may chance tayo ron. And I'd like to believe that we have an even chance of winning the bronze against Indonesia tonight.
What needs to happen in order for us to get that bronze and beat Indonesia?
Tatlong bagay. Naniniwala ako na yung reception natin has to be really very consistent, be very consistent. Kasi hindi ka makakatake kung hindi ka makaka-receive. That's one. Number 2, yung blocking has to be a constant. They're very tall, they're very strong, very agile, very long. And the men's team proved that even if the other team is so tall and so good and so experienced, if you commit dun sa mga fundamental things na kailangan mo, may chance ka eh. So, same goes with our national players sa women's division. And lastly, you have to do a better job sa ating execution. And we can only do that if you have a complete roster. And hopefully, the ladies have watched what happened against Indonesia. Kasi yun na nakita ko sa men's team natin eh. Kung ano yung nangyari laban sa Indonesia, na-correct nila agad in less than 48 hours versus Thailand. I was there. For the first time, nakanood ako after doing the Indonesia-Philippines game sa women's. Tinakbo ko yun kasi gustong-gusto ko talaga manood. Kikilabutan ka talaga eh. And last night's win cemented the thinking na we can compete against the elite teams in the Southeast Asian regions if only we're given the chance to play against them. And if only we have the correct training. And we have proven that in this year, tama, mahaba, tuloy-tuloy, at higit sa lahat, parang dream team na natin ito para sa ating volleyball teams.
Coach, let's talk about the setting position dito sa women's team natin. Kung ikaw si Coach Shaq de los Santos, who would you start sa setter position? Kasi Gia Morado or si Rhea de Mocolangan. Si Rhea started against Vietnam. Against Thailand, si Gia naman started against Indonesia. So, eto crucial to. Who will you start? Is it Gia or Rhea? Or Dimac?
Number 1, titignan mo yung efficiency. Number 2, titignan mo rin yung pagiging blocker kasi kasama yun eh. Diba? Setters have to be good defenders as well. And then you take a look at the match-up. Diba? Sino mas effective? Gia has proven that she can really keep in step sa kanyang counterparts. But Rhea de Mocolangan, si Dimac, is the more experienced of the two. Ang nakita ko dun sa ginawa ni Coach Dante, in-alternate niya. Situational subs. Diba? Nandun si Joshua Retamar, pero si Jessie Lopez, that broken play, that bump set to Brian Bagunas to end the match, hindi magagawa yun probably ng mga mas bata eh. Pero siya, he was in the moment, kita mo, sinilip muna niya bago niya binigay eh. And that sealed the deal for us. So, yung mga ganung bagay, perhaps situational subs that can alternate the 2 ace playmakers who are really very smart and really good in their own right. Kasi, masyadong mabigat yung kalaban eh. You have to do something different or do what you really are so used at na halos close to perfection for you to be able to beat Indonesia.
Okay, Coach.